Hey guys, what's up? So, I know this is probably later than usual. I wasn't even sure if I was going to get a chance to really even do this video today at all. Just because of how I've been feeling. I'm still fighting that cold. And, yeah. So, to try and recap the past week, since, of course, last week I posted a late video. And now I'm back on track for now. So yeah, Saturday I ended up leaving my home in Arkansas because, again, my husband deployed, so I was trying to come home, see family, so I can stay distracted and busy. And now I'm here in the Great White North of Alaska. So I definitely missed being up here. Goodness. I don't have to worry about AC. It's been in the 70s for highs, and oh my gosh, it's just beautiful out here. The sight is just breathtaking, and to know that I'm back for as long as he's deployed, I will get to enjoy this. My little puppy, Axel, he's going to get to experience his first snowfall with real snow, not Arkansas snow, because, come on, that's not even a real snow. That's just a dusting of snow, That's not snow. My husband's dog, Bolt, she's super excited. Oh, my goodness. When I told her, I swear dogs just understand you, because I told her that we were going to be coming back here and she was going to get to go snow diving, and her face lit up like, oh, really? Really? I get to go snow diving again? And yes, that is a real thing that my dog actually does. She sits there like a dolphin all through the snow. And she absolutely loves it. When we got our little bitty dusting of snow in Arkansas, she kind of put her face to the ground and started running. And it was so hysterical. And it's like, there's no snow for you to play in. This isn't enough. So, yeah, it was a pretty big deal. I definitely was super excited to be back because the minute that plane started descending to our final stop here in Alaska, I started doing a happy dance in my seat. I was so excited. And the closer to the ground we got, the more and more I was dancing in my seat. And then, of course, once those wheels hit the ground, I looked at those pups and I told them, guess what, guys? We're home. And oh my Lord, did they start crying. They were so excited to finally be here. And Axel, he's never been up here because we got him in Oklahoma from a breeder. And this is a new journey for him. He's never been flying, so I was actually pretty impressed. He did really well. Granted, he ended up kind of rubbing the top of his nose kind of raw on the carrier. So anytime we were in the airports, I would let him walk on his leash just because it was easier, and it would give him time to stretch his legs, wander around, go potty, and he was really good. And as for Bolt's flown with us before. She is an emotional service animal, so yeah, she's been around the block a time or two with us, and she's always good. She's such a really great dog for flying because she's very calm, quiet. She knows when she gets into that seat with you that she has to lay down at your feet. And granted, she didn't have as much space as she would want because, I had Axel under the seat in front of me, and she's like halfway laying on my feet and halfway on somebody else because of whoever was next to me on the flight. So, yeah, I got lucky because, people were willing to work with me and her for the fact that she was even on the plane. And they're like, well, is she a service dog? I'm like, well, yeah, if she wasn't, she wouldn't be on this freaking plane with me. Well, I mean, she would, but she wouldn't be in the cabin. So it was a bit of an adventure to go through the airports. We stopped, and I made sure to get my dogs food because I didn't have any of their normal dog food with me because they took away my carry-on suitcase because they're like, it's too big. Really? If it was that big, then why didn't you guys tell me that before I brought it past security? So, whatever. They checked that bag for free and it made it all the way up here, but I ended up having to buy food at all the different stands through each airport because we hit Dallas and Seattle before we got up here to Alaska. And in Dallas, goodness, they got some food from the 7-Eleven store in the airport, and then in Seattle, oh my gosh, I'm not even joking, you guys. So I was walking them one final time to go to the pet relief area, which is on the other side of the frickin' airport because there's only one place to take them, and that's in Concourse B in Seattle. So for those of you guys familiar with it, because you've traveled with pets, you'd understand. But those who aren't familiar, my flight was leaving out of gate N9 in Concourse N in Seattle. And the pet relief area is at Concourse B by the exit to go and pick up your baggage. So, yeah, we had to walk from there, from Concourse N to B. And, okay, yeah, I know you can take the stupid little trains to get from one to the other, but even still, that's a lot of walking to have to do. And little Axel, we were almost there. We were 2 gates away from the pet relief area. And he stopped, popped a squat like he was going to poop. And it's like, crap. So I had to pick him up. Yeah, he's talking smack behind my back, isn't he? So I had to pick him up, and we hauled ass all the way to the pet relief area, and I put him down. They both peed, hey, great, but then he wouldn't poop. I'm not even joking, y'all. He would not freaking poop. And I was like, you just tried to take a damn dump on me in the freaking terminals. Why won't you poop now? So, I'm trying to think ahead because I'm figured, it's probably going to happen again. And this time it's going to be for real. So, what happened is I ended up grabbing a little baggie from the pet relief area. And as we are walking through the food court in Seattle, listen here, you. I know. He's still not happy that I'm talking smack about him. So I grabbed a little baggie, and we're in the middle of the food court. So we've got all these food court places on one side, and then we've got the gate on the other. And he stops right there and takes a dump. I kid you guys not. So, trying to think ahead, and instead of trying to smear poop on the frickin' floor, I opened up that little bag as fast as I could, and I got down, and I had my hand underneath his little butt to catch it so it wouldn't touch the floor. And we succeeded. But, oh my gosh, if I hadn't grabbed the little baggie from the pet relief area, that would have been one hell of an interesting mess to clean. Because, my dog just shat in the frickin' food court. But we made it. We made it. We survived. And we got up here, and oh my gosh, y'all. Bolt. She nearly wiggled herself inside out, crying with happiness when she saw my mom at the airport. She was there to pick us up. And we got a very, very kind gesture from these people in the airport who were on the plane with us from Seattle to our destination in Alaska. And they were so sweet. I mean, if they ever see this video, like seriously, from the bottom of my heart, you guys, thank you guys so much, because they helped carry my bags all the way out into the parking lot and into my mom's car. And I mean, like, those bags weren't even like light at all. One was like over 50 pounds and the other was like 30 something pounds. So those were not light bags to sit there and carry. But, you know, they said, if anything, they were doing it because they absolutely love my dogs. And, you know, even still, that's just a huge thank you. I mean, it's not every day that you get such a wonderful act of kindness, even if you're just doing it because you love somebody's dogs. You know, it was a very, very kind gesture. And I mean, seriously, from the bottom of my heart. And my mom is still very thankful for their generosity. You know, thank you guys so much for helping us at the airport. And then, of course, the rest of this week has been kind of a little busy. Sunday, I got to surprise my niece and nephew, and of course my brother and his wife, because they didn't know I was going to be here. They keep telling me, when are you going to come up here? When are you going to come up here? And my answer was always, I don't know. And when in fact I had known since May that I was coming up here. So we were plotting this the whole time. When my niece and nephew got to see me, oh my gosh, I swear to y'all, my niece looked like she was going to get ready to cry because she was so happy to see me. And that's a feeling I just can't describe, because she was, well, for starters, she's my only niece. Her and her brother, they're my only niece and nephew, so they're all I've got out of my brother, because I've only got the one brother. But she was so happy to see me, and I was so happy to see them, because for me it's been over 2 years since I've gotten to see them last, and getting to see them again was just, oh my gosh, it was such an overwhelming feeling. I miss them. I miss everybody up here so much. So all those hugs and the tears she was trying to hide, it was well worth it. It was well worth keeping everything a secret and keeping the surprise, because, you know, I'm just glad to be back. I'm glad to be with my family again. My brother gave me a big hug, and it wasn't his typical kind of brotherly hug that he normally gives me because I'm his little sister. He has to pick on me kind of thing. It was a genuine, I've missed you hug. And that's a lot coming from him, because he has a TBI, and that's a traumatic brain injury, for those of you who don't know what that means. And he gained that injury while he was serving our country in Iraq. So, you know, he hadn't been the same since his accident, but through time and persistence, and of course lots of patience and love from the family, he's made it to where he is today. So, you know, getting to see him and getting to see the progress that he's made even while I was gone, you know, I can see it. I don't know if anybody else can, but I can definitely see a huge difference within my brother, and that was such a great feeling. Now, of course, like, my parents were super excited to see me. My sister-in-law, kind of, I'm not too sure if she was happy to see me or not, because she's like, oh, okay, kind of thing. And then everybody else was like, oh, come here, I want a hug, oh my gosh, I missed you. And she wasn't like that, so I think it's more like an in-law thing, not like an actual you're related thing, so don't know. The rest of this week I've been kind of vegging out, just trying to get a routine established, and of course I ended up sick, so thank you frickin' airplanes and people who don't know how to cover their mouth when they're sick. So, yeah, I've just been trying to get better, because this weekend I get to take my niece out for her belated birthday because her birthday was back in June. And I know it's kind of late, but because I knew I was coming up here, I was planning to take her out birthday shopping anyway. So we're going out belated birthday shopping for her this weekend, and I'm so excited to spend some quality time with her. It's much needed. It definitely is, because through my experience of spending time with her and working with her, I definitely can connect to her a lot better than her parents can. And I'm not sure if it's because, I can relate to her because she's ADHD and I'm ADD, but I don't know. But it's that special bond between an aunt and a niece that I treasure it so much. So that's kind of my plans for this weekend, y'all. And I'm supposed to be getting a couple packages in sometime today or tomorrow. One is a new subscription, so I will definitely be posting and sharing about that. And of course, the other is like work related for Scentsy, so gotta love my job, right? Anyway, you guys, I hope you guys are doing well. I do apologize that I couldn't share a lot of information, and now you guys kind of understand, because it was a huge surprise for my family and everybody else up here that I know, because only my mom initially knew that I was coming, and of course then my dad found out. So they were the only two people who knew that I was coming to visit, and I was coming to stay for about 6 months. So yeah, this is why I had to try to be careful about what I said, but I'm here, so it's all out there. I'm officially back in Alaska, so woo! Anyway, yeah, I hope y'all are doing well. I hope nobody is having to suffer like me and with a freaking cold in the summer. And tell me in the comments below what your guys' plans are for the weekend, or if you have any plans during the summer. And I will see you guys in about 2 weeks. So, bye guys.